Hello everyone, and welcome back to another devlog by Maximus Games. Now, in the past few weeks since I last saw you guys, I've been making huge progress on our UI, getting our hero directory implemented, finally getting all of our enemies in place, fixing everything up so it looks nice and neat. But honestly, all that progress doesn't make for a good devlog. So what we're going to do today is something totally different. I'm going to play through one of our levels, and you guys are going to get to see that. Now, it's really exciting for me because I get to share with you guys the progress from the animations to the tower designs to the hero, everything. So I'm very excited about this. You guys are going to get to see it live, so let's get right into it. Alright y'all, let's get right into it. Got our banging music going. Level select. Now I think we're gonna do level 1-5. Alright, so you can see we got a scout, swordsman, hound, sorcerer, anomaly, and chieftain on the line. And we're gonna play this hard mode because I ain't no chump. Alright, and we're gonna use the general because, well, he's my boy. Alright, let's do this thing. Alright, so you can see we got this long winding map here. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is start out with a command center. And basically this will give me units. Alright, see, he's my little boy right there. Alright, I'm gonna plant a landmine and oops, starting right off. Alright, so you can see we got these swordsmen here. That's what these guys are. Now keep in mind, they're all Timelost scum. It's just a different brand. Alright, now, I figure I should probably tell you guys what I'm doing. So, for the general, I have 3 different powers I can use. So the first one is just to shoot. It's pretty standard. Then I can also lay down landmines. And the third one's my favorite. I can call in the boys. So you can see there they come in. Props to Alex on the animation, by the way. Alright. Alright, and so this is a scout you see running ahead here. They are very fast, which makes them kind of scary, even if though they don't have a ton of health. You see that one almost got through, but I'm good, so it didn't. Alright, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a gunnery position out here, just your basic classic tower. And I'm broke, so that's all I can afford for now. Wow, it's just like real life. Alright. So we call in the boys. Ooh, alright. This is a hound. Now the hounds can actually dodge your attacks and like your tower's attacks, so they're kind of interesting. They're not like your normal one. Your normal enemy. You can see that little flurry of purple is when he dodges something. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get this guy going next. Now, this is your artillery, so basically it is a far range weapon of mass destruction. Alright, and so there's the mini-map. We can see exactly how many enemies are coming down the lane. Alright. Now, the only sad thing about that last power, that calling in the boys, is that the cooldown is enormous. Ooh, alright, so y'all didn't really get to see it there. But that was our sorcerer, and basically she cannot be slowed by anything. So here, I'll show you guys with some barbed wire here. We're going to be able to see all these guys get slowed in it, but any sorcerers, that won't happen. Alright, so we're just building up, yeah. Yeah, so you can see how much slower they go through here. Ooh, alright, this is an anomaly. Cannot stand these guys. They will split, which is what you just saw there. And so when we originally had this going, they would be, when they split, they would have the same amount of health, or sorry, that's what we have now. Before, they would have full health. It was so annoying. You would have it almost killed, and then he'd split and you'd have another one. I hated it. I'm so glad we made that change. Alright. Alright, gotta set down those landmines. Alright. Yeah, you can see just how much slower these guys have to go through here. And that's the thing about barbed wire. So we have some other ones
For example, what are the other slowing ones? Why can I not remember at this present moment? Yeah, but anyway, so we have some other slowing towers, and those will just slow them down, but this one actually does damage, which is nice. Alright, we're just gonna get these on, like, every corner. I was a fool putting that command center there. It's a much better use of that space, but it's okay, because I'm still gonna win. Ooh, alright, so this is the chieftain. Now, you see all those little orbs floating around him? Those are the souls of his ancestors, and they give him power. So when you shoot the orbs, you deal more damage than when you just shoot him. So you see I was doing 20 there? Come around here, now I'm only doing 10. But now, I'm back to 20. Yeah, alright. Let's turn these into some caltrops, is what they're called. And... dang it, I should have saved up for a tank. That's alright. I think I'm doing fine. I'm gonna risk it and try and save money for that tank for next round. Alright, we're gonna call in the boys. Alright, ooh, we got sorcerers. Yeah, so you guys will see right here, they move totally normal speed through here. Not affected by it at all, which sucks. Alright. There we go. Now, you'll notice this is relatively easy for me, but don't let that fool you. I've been playing this game like non-stop for the past few months, so I like to think that I've gotten pretty good at it. Not to mention, I know all the little ins and outs of how the characters work, and I can definitely use that. So, as much as this is easy for me, don't expect it to be easy for you. Should have seen the first time that we went through these. Oh my goodness, we were getting our butts handed to us. Whew! Alright, yeah, you see there how I got so many anomalies. That is scary. Alright. Debating what I want to do now. Alright, I'm thinking... maybe we get another artillery out here. That seems like a smart move. And let's get another command center. We love the boys. Alright. Second mini-map, you can see all those enemies coming out. That is not looking good. Unless, of course, you have a tank and the boys. Alright, you can see that we decided to just put like a long line here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on these chieftains, because that's where I'm gonna be needed. Alright. Alright, now if you're curious about the difference between like hard mode and easy mode and medium mode, it's basically we do a health multiplier. So for hard, I think like all these guys have like 1.2 times the health or something that they would in normal.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Alright. We made it, boys. Zodge isn't getting that time node today.
Hopefully you enjoyed being able to see an entire level of our game played out like that. Now, like I mentioned, it's always a huge thrill for me playing our game because I get to see how all of our hard work comes together so perfectly. Now, most of the credit behind the actual gameplay goes to Nick and Alex. They've been doing great work with that. My own personal pride and joy is being able to see all those towers and those enemies that I've made come to life with Alexander's animations. It really makes all that hard work feel like it's paid off. Now, like I mentioned, that level was relatively easy for me, but that makes sense. It's one of the very first levels you go through, so it's meant to be on the easier side of the spectrum. And also, one of the things that we've been able to use as a gauge for how hard our levels are is how well we play through them. Now, one of the best pieces of advice that we've received in terms of balancing our game has been that we should never ever lose a single life playing through it. Which makes sense, right? Because we know exactly how this game works. We play it all the time. We know what strategy works for what hero, for what towers, for what type of map. And we also know exactly what enemies are going to come through because we designed the level and we've played the level before. So there's no surprises there. Which makes sense why we should never lose a single life. Now, that's not to say that these things don't get spicy. Especially in the later levels, some of those enemies we have to face are very scary. You have to have gameplay and your towers perfect if you want to stand a chance at not letting any of them through to the time node. But that's the point, right? You gotta get good if you're gonna stay alive. Now, that is all the content I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this new type of video where we do a playthrough of a level, make sure you drop a comment below. We'd love to know what you think. Also, if you think what you just saw here was fun, go wishlist Timewalk Tower Defense on Steam right now. We love this game, and I know you guys will too. There's a ton of levels for you guys to go through with a ton of different enemies, different heroes. The playability is endless. So you should definitely go wishlist that. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Maximus Games, and check out our other videos. You can also get another look at Maximus Games by subscribing to our Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram accounts. All the information is below, along with our website. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, game on.